Welcome back to News in Focus. Now, Raees Khan, a very bright young mind from Vryburg High School, has made waves on the international stage by excelling at the 2024 Eskom Expo for Young Scientists International Science Fair. Now, Raees' innovative invention, a portable automated healthcare device, earned him 2 prestigious awards at the event, placing him among the top performing young scientists in the world. He joins me now from Vryburg via Zoom. Raees, assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and jazakallah so much for joining us.
Wa alaikum salam. Jazakallah so much for the opportunity.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. Now, Raees, how does it feel to achieve something like this? Talk to us about it.
It's really validating and rewarding. The recognition for the hard work is really worth it because a lot of work gets put into the expo. There's a lot of paperwork. You have to build your prototype. You have to do reports. You have to put in a lot of information. There's a lot of sleepless nights. There's a lot of hard work. So it's really a confidence booster and a motivational booster to know that you can achieve what you want to achieve.
Raees, you know, we always say the youth are going to play a massive role. They are going to be the ones that are going to shape this country. But especially in the future of energy and medicine, what you and some of your fellow, I won't say classmates, but some of the fellow compatriots that are your age, what does this mean for the youth to be involved in shaping the future for energy and medicine within the country?
I truly believe that by the youth being actively involved in the energy and medicine sectors, it really helps with the innovation and the upholding of the infrastructure of the country, because we're bringing fresh perspectives to the country, new ideas, especially with the fast rate and pace that technology is advancing in the world. It's really important that the youth plays an active role because they have the most capabilities, especially from the resources we have, from the new information we have, and the new and updating knowledge that we have. It's really important that we play a role because by us playing a role, we're playing a really important role in bringing new innovation and perspective, because we're growing up with problems that we see in our communities. So by us being involved in these sectors, we're personalizing the needs that we are facing and the needs that we are solving. So it's really important for skills development as well, because personally I didn't know how to do much things before I came to the Eskom Expo. And the Eskom Expo for Young Scientists is really a platform that provides these learners, especially the youth, to showcase all of the innovation and ideas.
Right, the portable automated healthcare device. Talk to us about the idea and how, of course, you presented it during this expo. So how did you get the idea, first of all, of creating this device?
I'm a certified first aider, so I've seen that there's really issues in the medical sector, and people could really inhibit death and further injury if they had access to first aid products and first aid devices. And another major issue in the country is that people with chronic medical conditions who need medication, the medication needs to be kept in optimum conditions. They really have a problem traveling because their medication becomes ineffective and doesn't work for the purposes as intended. So by creating a device that ticks all of these boxes, you're really helping the medical field, and you're really helping patients with better treatment and better healthcare, because the device also has diagnosing capabilities. So that ensures that patients take their medication the correct time. It makes sure that they take the correct doses. It reminds them about it, because a major issue, according to my research as well, was that a lot of people don't take their medication on time, and they mix up their medication and so forth, and it really poses a threat to their health. So with the device, you're going to have a dispensary unit, which is going to dispense all of your medication for you. It will alarm you when you need to, and everything is synced to a website, so you always have the data available, and you can change it when you want to. So in that way, you're preventing further injury. You're making sure that you get your treatment correctly. And then also for the refrigeration unit on the device, you ensuring that your medication, for example, patients who have diabetes have insulin that needs to be kept refrigerated. So with the refrigeration unit, you're going to keep your medication like the insulin in perfect conditions, ensuring it works for its for its purposes. And then this also ensures that these patients can travel, because a lot of time patients who have medication that requires refrigeration, they can't really travel because they're scared that it becomes ineffective. And then the device also has a diagnosing unit, so that consists of an oximeter and a thermometer that measures your SpO2 levels, your oxygen levels, your BPM, and your temperature, and everything is recorded and synced to the website. So you have a detailed history of all of your medical vital information, and many times people look down upon this, like having access to this information, because it seems insignificant, but it actually plays a major role in your health. It can help doctors better diagnose you. It can help doctors treat you faster and diagnose you faster and give you more effective treatments, because they have access to your detailed vital history. They can pick up stuff beforehand and they can treat you much better. It also helps you as the patient, because you as the patient, instead of waiting until major symptoms occur and you need more advanced and more invasive treatments and surgery, you would pick up stuff like medical illnesses and medical diseases way beforehand, before major symptoms show. So you're getting treatment that's less invasive and more easy to deal with treatment than you would if you didn't have access to that information. So the diagnosing unit really helps in that sense. It not only helps the patient, but also the medical practitioner. And then in the device, you have first aid products that are all NFC tagged. So NFC is near field communication, that if you have a phone that has NFC capabilities, by just holding the phone near the first aid product, it will take you to a video directly of me explaining how to use that specific product. Because another one of my background research shows that up to 59% of pre-hospital death and injury could possibly be prevented if more people had access to first aid products and first aid knowledge. Then on the device, there's also a emergency procedure page that shows you exactly what to do in every single possible emergency. It shows you what step to take step by step. It tells you what to do, how to use your first aid products in the device. So essentially you have every single thing that you would need for emergency, so that you can stabilize a patient before emergency services arrive, because most of the time the major injuries and major health occurrences happen before emergency services even arrive. So that way the people around the person can help. So it's a all-in-one device. You take it wherever you go. It keeps the medication in optimum conditions. It also diagnoses you, not really diagnose, but it checks your medical vital history for you, and you have a history of that on the website. And then it also dispenses your medication for you, so you have your medication and it's alarmed at all the times, and then you have your first aid. And then the device is also portable, as the name says, portable automated healthcare device. So it's portable. It runs with a UPS system, an uninterruptible power supply, which can run up to 8 hours without being connected to any electrical outlet. So that ensures that you can travel with the device for up to 8 hours without it being connected to anything. So that way it's portable. You can take it wherever you're going without worrying it will die. And even if it does die, there's various ways of charging it. You can charge it with a 12-volt battery. You can charge it with a Type A, which is your phone charger. So it can also be charged by a power bank. It can be charged with a cigarette lighter. It can be charged by electrical outlet. So there's many ways that it can be charged, so that it's always running and it's always working.
Raees, you're 17, am I right?
I'm 17.
Do you not, and you're already a certified first aid practice. Do you know how much you are contributing towards the medical field right now in South Africa? Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Because first aid is it's not significant to many people.
No, I think it's significant. I think it's definitely significant. You're pushing the boundaries and you're only 17. That's how massive it is. So you definitely need to be honored by that. And it comes to my next question, Raees. You were able to do this without having some sort of a mentor, because, I mean, even at my age, I had mentors when I was 17. But you're doing this without really somebody assisting you. How are you able to do this?
I honestly think it's like just the determination and the persistence to keep to your work and get things done. Because what a lot of other participants in the expo have is a mentor. So that's someone from your school that's helping you from the very beginning with all of your paperwork, making sure your stuff is structured, making sure all of your things run smoothly, and making sure that everything is like how it's supposed to be. So I didn't have that because my school doesn't have the expo as an official activity. So I didn't have a mentor. So up to the regional level, I did everything myself, my paperwork, everything. I did struggle. It was hard. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. But after the regional levels, I won the top senior scientist in the region. I won gold and I won overall. And then the Eskom team, specifically Kevin Tebe, really helped me upgrade my project from there on, making sure my paperwork's correct. And Ms. Mabatu, my coordinator, also really helped edit my work. So from there, I had to restart all of my paperwork because it was wrong. I used the wrong formatting and the wrong formats. So because of that, I had to restart. But they really helped me get to the International Science Fair. So they played a major role in helping me. But that's also another reason the Eskom Expo is really beneficial, because even though you don't know what you're doing, there's always, if you go far enough, there's always people that's helping you, and you're always constantly learning. So I feel like it's just the constant determination, because even though I had to restart, I still restarted, I redid everything. And it took a lot of time, but the persistence and the perseverance really, really helped and aided in getting to where I was.
Raees, we've come unfortunately to the end of the conversation. Inshallah, may you continue to strive and get better, become much more brighter, and continue to create beautiful inventions like what you did now. It's a real pleasure to have you on, and all the best for your future. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
That's Raees Khan. Wow, 17 years old, and he's already created this portable automated healthcare device. There's your inspiration right there if you're a youngster. This bright mind from the town, the small, tiny town of Vryburg, making an impact on a national scale. Well, that's all we have for you here on News in Focus. From myself, Raees Patel, and the rest of the team in Johannesburg. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.